unique ones. And when an island called, like Sinia, we didn't hesitate as well. So for us, it was, as Shoba, what's next, right? See, right now, downtown, we are live. We are live? Okay, amazing, beautiful. Well, good afternoon to everyone who's listening. So basically, again, when an island called us, we did not hesitate talking about Sinia. But then we said to ourselves as Shoba, what's next? Next is downtown Al Quwain. This is not a project and this is not a community. This is an actual city itself. We are talking about a 25 million square foot of land. For example, Monaco as a city, it's 22 million square foot in total. And then you have the Vatican City, it's 18 million square foot as a city, as an individual country. This is a city itself, 25 million square foot joint venture with the government of Al Quwain and Shoba. So, you know, now we are offering an opportunity, same thing that they did on Jumeirah beachfront, for example, same thing that RAP Properties did in RAC, Ras Al Khaimah, along with Marjan Island, right, where they are taking over the coast. This is another opportunity with the government. So the government, they are in partnership with us. They already trust Shoba to do this major mega city along with us. As you can see, it takes all across from that angle all the way to this side. We are covering 6 kilometers.
All Shoba.
Exactly.
All Shoba.
Exactly. I'll give you a small example. So you know Jumeirah 1 here, all the way to Burj Al Arab, that's 10 kilometers. So here by itself, it will be 7 kilometers. We're talking about a city again. I don't want anyone to call downtown Al Quwain a project or a community. This is an actual city, and again, another opportunity that we're giving, because as you can see, this is not a sea view apartment. Not only a sea view, this is a beachfront. What it actually means, where you are getting your one-bedroom apartment, for example, and you come down and you go to swim in the beach. So this is a beachfront, not only a sea view. We always like to stress about that. Also, we will have 5 stars hotel. We will have 50 million, 1-5, taking from the 25 million, all dedicated for trade centers and commercial. Most likely, they did not disclose where everything will be located because everything is still very fresh. But most likely, we are looking at the trade center from this side. And the government of Al Quwain themselves, they are making it very easy for investors and business owners to take trade license and free zones. So in order for them to drive businesses and attract more investors, right? Even the VAT taxes is way less in Al Quwain. I personally know a lot of locals who live and they have their own factories, because it's known to be industrial right now inside of Al Quwain itself, who would like to resonate in downtown Al Quwain. Like, who doesn't want, any of us who lives in Dubai, who doesn't want to live in Jumeirah, for example, as a beachfront? This is insane. It's only 40 minutes away from Dubai itself, very close to airports as well. As I said, we will have 5 stars hotel here. We will have schools, museum, the trade center will be there as well, all kind of facilities that you can imagine. This project is, you know, like Dubai, where they started 25 years ago, it was literally sand. Again, this is another opportunity that we're offering, because as I told you, this is not on the inside. This is the coastal city of UAE. This is the actual slogan on the brochure, by the way, the coastal city of the UAE. And by the way, as a person, I lived in coastal cities. I wanted to take a 3-bedroom duplex over there, which will be like amazing. Because of the prices, we are talking about the opportunity, very flexible payment plan, and the prices, the entry price is very attractive. So what we have launched so far, do you see that circle over there in the middle? Exactly. So we launched A, B, and C. 40 floors, 46 floors, and then you have 34, and then you have 24 floors. And it's very prime, and we will have a mega 102 square meter mega amenities and facilities on the podium level. You'll be able to see the amenities in a better picture there on the bigger mock-up on that side. And I just showed you the transactions. People are flipping.
Every day.
Exactly. Exactly, because my 1-bedroom starts with a very decent size as well at 1.1 million. The typology that we have, a 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, and 3-bedroom duplexes. Well, a lot of Shoba, even us Shoba employees, wants to invest in this particular project as well. Why to pay something in Ajman or Sharjah that is a sea view, not a beachfront, in an old building? Instead, you can have this with Shoba quality. And again, it's a joint venture with the government. So people, they know what they're doing. We are looking at the capacity of 150,000 person to resonate in this particular project. So basically, everyone who lives in Al Kumain will be here, right? So, of course, this is a new vision. We are not expecting anything like in total. We still have a lot of upcoming years, but it's our turn. You know, not your grandfather, my grandfather. They didn't see the opportunity. My grandmother actually came to Dubai in the 70s. Dera didn't exist by that time as well. So imagine, people wanted to invest in the palm, on the water, on the sea. So this is the opportunity, but it's our time right now to be a part of this. So basically, as I said again, this is a beachfront. This is not an island like Sinia. It's connected to the land, connected to the Emirates of Al Kuwain, unlike Sinia. Two different concepts and two different communities or projects, right? So, in total, in these three, we have 1,120 apartments only. So still it's very exclusive and very limited. Because we're talking about A, for example, it's 46. So it's not that low. It's a tower. It's not a building even, but still with very limited amount because we don't want it to be like packed and very crowded as a community still is itself. So handover for these three will be 28th December. Yes. And you know, I live in Shoba Waves, and still Heartland, Waves is a part of Heartland 1, right? But still you have a lot of people living in the Greens, in Waves, in Creek Vista Grande, for example. So when a development, a community is still under construction, people still go and live in until we wait for the actual handover, everything. But this doesn't stop us from residing there. So again, yes, we will have that. We will need to check the availability as well, you know. So, of course, the prime unit goes like that, very fast. There's 500 of us, right? But still, it's an opportunity, either ways, front or back. So yeah, let me show you the bigger mock-up on that side.
So what's the renter
So right now we are looking at, you know, always because this is a beachfront, we are looking at a 9 to 10% on ROI, and we are looking at minimum. We're just being generous. Minimum, and this is not even realistic, honestly. When I say 35 or 40% capital appreciation, I believe because we've seen it before. This is a beachfront, and we as people who works in real estate, there are two kind of properties that never depreciate. Anything on a highway and anything on a waterfront or beachfront, right? So when I tell you a capital appreciation of 35 or 40%, most likely I'm lying because it will be way more than that. 100% because we've seen it before, right? As an entry price of 1.1 for your 1 bedroom, and then the most attractive one is a 2 bedroom at 1.4 million. 2 bedroom, yes,
Wow.
exactly, with a very flexible payment plan.
1.4 million for 2 bedrooms.
Yes, yes.
That's ridiculous.
I know, exactly.
I've never done this.
Yes, I know.
Wow. All the 2 bedroom is usually 2 million. And now you're hearing 1.4 million?
Exactly, exactly.
This is interesting.
Yes.
Wow.
It's
And with
insane.
a capital appreciation of about 9-10%.
100%.
Wow.
So this is history repeating itself, but giving us a chance this time here in the UAE.
No, I became more interested when you said 2 bedroom for 1.4.
100%, exactly. But imagine all of my overlooking to this side in front are duplexes, 3-bedroom duplexes, by the way. Everything that's overlooking to this side is a 3-bedroom duplexes at a starting price of 4.3 million. But you have, yeah, you have like the, yes. Yeah. Let me show you the location real quick. So it's even closer than Sinia. Sinia is here, and then the city that we're talking about is here. This strip over here. All right, and we are here in Dubai. So it's 40 minutes drive through E11 to Dubai itself. It's still way closer than Marjan Island and Rak.
Amazing. Location is good.
All the way to the open water on the Arabian Gulf. Yep. So this is downtown Al Quwain. You know already Sinia. Let's talk about Shoba Central.
So if I have to live between this project and I love Solis,
Yes.
which one would you recommend for an investor?
See, I will tell you one thing. If we are looking from investing point of view, a person who wants his money to be generated very quick, we will go with Solis. Because this is the way my brokers are doing it. They are cross-selling anyone who's investing, and you know the new upcoming investment hubs like Dubai South and Jebel Ali. So anyone who's putting money there, they're not expecting to make like money on spot, exactly. So it really depends on the investor's mentality, right? So anything, if he wants to put his money and wait, this is his project, 100%. Capital appreciation is 100% guaranteed. But there, as I said, because you remember when I told you that I always like to ask my investor, when are you expecting handover?
Absolutely.
It's a deal breaker. So if he said anything between 27 or like 26, we need to go something here in Dubai. But a person who's looking for like, who's 27, 25 years old, who will just put his money with a very flexible payment plan, and then he will see the appreciation of it, then he will go to this side because it's massive, it's enormous, so it will take time. Just like the one who's doing the same investment in Dubai South and Jebel Ali. So, but we are cross-selling because here, this is a beachfront. But there, it's a little bit different. But people are waiting there, so might as well, investors will be waiting here. So it's a very different kind of clientele. If you have a client who wants like faster money, I don't recommend you to even recommend this project to them. It will be an idea because you're a consultant at the end. You might pitch it to them, but then if not, 100% over there in Solis. But now, let's go to Shoba Central, the latest development that we just launched. It's 40 degrees. Yesterday it was 45.
Today is 40.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Safety and success, I believe, has its own price. If it's this degree, so it's fine. Because now, look, I lived in Istanbul. Istanbul has beautiful climate. It's insane. It's very beautiful. You can actually witness all seasons. But safety rates, crime rates, inflation.
Yes.
It's exactly. So if this is the price to be paid, like the hot weather, and it's only like a couple of months, so be it. It's fine.
Just 4 months.
Exactly. Side, please. Let's see. Well, since it's very relatively new, we did not add it on the Dubai map of our projects right now, but it should be somewhere here, Shoba Central, on the corner, where we have two main intersections, and this is Sheikh Zayed Road, or the way that they call it, SZR. Now, it is the main nerve, not only Dubai, but of all the UAE, because it connects all of UAE all together. So anyone who wants, this is like not the one of the most, no. It is the most important highway, which is Sheikh Zayed Road, because easy connectivity, let's say anyone who lives here, It will be very easy for anyone to transport, like travel time, because it connects Dubai from Abu Dhabi all the way to, even you saw Al Quwain, for example, the old Dubai, then you have downtown, DIFC, Business Bay, in a very short travel time, because connectivity is very important. So here, what we did, which is like very impressive, the very first development that we do, where we have 2 entries and then we have 2 exits. But this is the first time that we are doing an elevated entry to the podium level. So basically, and thus a very easy exit as well. I know, speaking about it, you need to see it actually, what we're talking about, but I will give you a small example right away. So here we can see, and I will share with you the videos as well. Yes, this is Heartland 2. Right now, do you see this? This is the bridge where we have the elevated entry all the way to the podium. Let me show you on the map. So if you type Shoba Central, the horizon, you can clearly see the plot over here. This is Sheikh Zayed Road, E11. We are taking the corner again, where you have Blue Waters, GLT, the Villa Community, and then you have Emirates Hills, right? So this, and it's like a walking distance, 2 minutes from the metro station. So you have it all: location, connectivity, transportations as well, the views. So now see, you have the ground level and you have the podium level. We have 2 entries, one that connects you to the ground and then one that connects you directly to the podium level, where you just park your car and you go straight to your apartment, or in this case, to your office. Commercial spaces here, we will have a built-in mall, Shoba Mall, which will take a ground level and then a first floor. Then we have 9 floors of podium, and then we will have the amenities with mega ultra amenities as well, which is after the 11th floor. And then you have the garden as well, so it's like a garden that is on the sky, because we're talking about 11 floors. So this bridge is very important, because again, as you can see, connectivity wise, it will be very easy to in and out to the Sheikh Zayed Road. What you see right now, this is actually the backside. And the backside right now, because of the views that the backside has, so for example, 1 second please. So backside is like this. Right now we are exactly standing here, us. The horizon is this one, the tall one, which will be 75 floors horizon that we just launched, overlooking to actually Blue Waters, the Palm as well, and then you have Emirates Hills and GLT. And here you have low-rise developments, same as here as well, to the front side. So when you look at it as a project, Shoba Central, this time both views are tremendous, because usually people will go to the podium level, just like Solis, if you remember. Oh, I want something that's overlooking to the amenities, right? So amenities actually on the front side, and this is the view that you will get on this side. Do you see these pools?
Yes.
So for example, anyone who lives in this tower will have a private access to this particular pool. If they live here, they cannot use this one, because they will have their own private access to their pool, and it goes on. But then on the front side, where we have our amenities, it's of course interconnected and shared for all the residents, right? We can see it from the other side. Thank you. This is our mall, by the way. As I said, ground, and then, yes, like I said, the, first, ground and first floor. Second, please, yes. So, as you can see, this is a football court, by the way. We will have put like the mini golf as well here inside. We will have open cinemas, swimming pools as well, indoors and outdoor gyms, A-class facilities we will have for each and every tower separately. And we are looking at the offices over here, and we just received a message, probably you saw it, it will be leasing. We never sell our commercial areas, we always lease it. So from my point of view, why I was very excited about this project, because actually when I worked in Emaar in Istanbul, you know, Emaar, they have like a couple of developments across the world, in Cairo, in Saudi, and in Istanbul as well, in Pakistan and India. So the one that was in Istanbul, actually, they had Emaar Square, the shopping mall, and then they had residential across the mall, and they had 2 towers of commercial. They call it Heights and Heights F. And it was a huge success. It was a huge success that when I joined for secondary, because everything was sold out. So right now we are looking exactly at the same concept, because imagine anyone, like a business owner, for example, company owner, regardless of which company, imagine most of your employees will be here and then their offices will be there, right? So for me, the way I see it, it was a huge success there with the name of Emaar. Right now we're looking at the same concept here, but this time with Shoba here in Dubai, where you have a built-in mall within your community on a very prime highway. Handover, we are looking at 29 December. But I will tell you one thing. As you know that we are known for our delivery on time, but actually not on time. We always deliver prior time, 4 or 5 months prior. But the latest one that we delivered was actually 8 months prior, which is the Creek Vista Grand here in Heartland 1. Shoba 1, the one that you see with the golf course when you are going to Emaar Creek on Ras Al Khor Road, you can clearly see the construction where we are right now. When we launched it, so we just launched this one. When we launched that one, we said that the expected handover date will be 2027 June. Today we are looking at 2026 December, because we are just very fast. And it's still under construction, imagine. So, same concept here, but again, with a very flexible payment plan. I told you about it before, where we are doing 24% down payment, and then after 1 year, you have your first installment of 10%, another, after 1 year, another 10, and so on, 60, and then 40 on completion. Anyone who purchases here, because the starting price is 1.5 for your 1 bedroom, right? Anyone who purchases here at 1.5, within the 4.5 years of the 60%, they are actually only paying 900,000. So by installments, of course. So you have the 24, then another 10, then another 10. Out of 1.5, you are actually paying 900,000. So imagine if you are purchasing something on this location, very close to the metro, very iconic at the beginning of Dubai, from Abu Dhabi, at 1.5 for your 1 bedroom with all the amenities that we are having right now. Imagine by that time, your property is increasing by just doing that nothing, just because of the location and because of the quality of Shoba, of course. So yes, this is another opportunity that we are looking at, 100%. Basically, the way I see it as 1.5, so it's like the typology, we only have a 1 bedroom and 2 bedroom. We don't have a 1 plus study or even 3 bedroom over here. It's like for both kind of clientele, an end user and investment point of view. And by the way, I'm sure you're aware, but just like a quick like feedback, RERA, they just did they did a contract with Property Finder, Dubizel and Beirut 2 months ago, that they will be the evolution of the rent will be based on the amenities that you have. So the more amenities that you will have, the better ROI rental that you will get.
How many amenities are here?
Uncountable, honestly, especially on the podium level. It's all mentioned in the brochure, but imagine, so basically they are in RERA and Property Finder and the other platforms, they are taking the amenities into consideration, the quality and the sizes. And then you will have the index of ROI. So if you have a standalone tower with like a pool and a gym right next to us, of course we will have a better ROI because everything just mentioned. And this is official, by the way. You can check their websites. What do we think?
All Shuba projects are usually very nice and iconic and different. It's always a new thing all the time.
Exactly.
And I love the Shuba more.
Exactly. Likewise. Oh my God, us? Imagine. Everything will be literally at your doorsteps. 100%. I mean, and connectivity-wise, wherever you want to go, travel time will be even very easy because you are not, as I showed you on the map, you are not inside of that area itself. You are literally on the corner, on two main intersections. So, and Sheikh Zayed Road, they expanded it a lot. So basically, travel time will be very easy as well.
Is it going to be having the air taxis also?
Air taxis. Air taxis are actually right now, they are testing it on the coastal. So Jumeirah and downtown Quwain will have air taxis because it's on the sea. You cannot have flying cars along with the main road, with the land road. So they're doing flying taxis on the seaside only. But yeah, we are, Dubai is actually racing with Japan right now when it comes to, or I believe it was China probably, when it comes to flying taxis. Who's gonna start running them first? So imagine, like, I have all the amenities here, but still all of them are on that side. This is insane. It's crazy.
So people prefer that view to this view?
I mean, it's still either way is a win-win because we know in real estate, if I purchase something here and if I purchase something there, but we are on the same floor, rental will be like what, 5,000 apart? But price will be very different from investment point of view. But when it comes to rental, it's not going to make a very huge difference. The higher you go, yes, but when you are on the same sides, for views doesn't really matter. All of our projects are sold out. So, for example, even anything that's here, imagine, will be selling out because each and every property has its own buyer. So what do you think? Do you like it?
I like the project. It's a good thing.
So are we done, guys? Can we have coffee? What do you think?
Yes, I would
Cappuccino, latte. Cappuccino. What about you, Pascal? Cappuccino, latte, cappuccino. Okay. Hi. Can I have 2 cappuccinos, 1 latte? These are the cappuccinos, right?
you're planning to bring Shuba to Nigeria.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. I believe I'm invited.
No.
I'm invited, yeah?
Yes, we're bringing you to Nigeria. Are you ready?
Oh my God, I'm so excited right now. Yes, 100%. I would love to come.
A lot of views as well.
100%. I would love to come. Oh my God, with you, it's like a dream coming true.
Nice.
When are you planning?
Thank you. So I'm looking at, I spoke with Shiva.
Exactly.
I'm looking at July.
Oh, which date? June, July? July is fine.
July is fine.
Yes, because I'm going on June. So.
Oh, you're traveling.
No, but I'm traveling on a road show.
That's true. You're always on a road show. She's making a lot of money.
Well.
She's making a lot of money. So I think it's about 4 or 5 years. Am I right?
3 years.
3 years.
Actually, yes.
But she's good at what she does.
Yes. It's not easy to stay here. It's very competitive, especially here in Shoba. I mean, in all of Dubai, of course, but here in Shoba is insane.
Shiva is the most difficult place to work in.
Exactly. If you are good, you need to prove yourself with your numbers, and that's it. If they don't see performance, then...
You don't sell your house.
Exactly.
Once you don't sell your house.
Exactly.
There's no, oh, you sell tomorrow or something.
Yeah. Which which is fine, because I mean, when you are working, you can't put your emotions. You need to put them aside. It's all business and professional, and we signed on that because when I joined, and everyone the same thing, they ask you, listen, we need this target, and you will tell them okay, and then you are signing on it. So
that's, I think it's good. That part. This, I need them to hear from you.
100%.
And this is why I actually encourage investors to invest in Dubai. I remember during the rain as well, the flood that happened last year. Shoba property wasn't affected.
It was known in the market by investors and brokers, everyone who's in real estate, that the scenario what happened, it was a catastrophe. For example, I purchased in Shoba and my friend knows. So he would call me and check on me, like how was the flood, is everything okay? Because a lot of developments, first floors, they were completely flooded. So imagine this is the ground, and then you have the first floor, imagine. And then a lot of people lost their cars, of course, on the podiums, on the parking. So it was unfortunate, but in Shoba was the only developer that the water of the flood didn't go inside of the parks. Not by inside of the parks, you didn't have any plugging. Because as a contractor, you start from the very foundation, from the sewer system. We did that with so much attention to the details that we even did it better than a couple of municipalities, which is fine. It's fine because this is the new thing, right? This is what it means actually when we're talking about quality.
You're Mohammed, right?
Right?
Yes.
How are you?
Good to meet you.
Good?
Fine.
So that is actually where Shoba quality actually came to surface. Shoba quality literally came in the face of a catastrophe because it was catastrophic. That was one of the reasons why our sales got very high in volume last year, because my friend now is intrigued. Oh, nothing happened, but I lost like a couple of things in other developments. Now I'm intrigued. I want to do the same. Exactly. So might as well where each and every dirham is going for. This is what we mean by quality. A lot of people who are getting delivered their new houses, but then they are paying for maintenance costs. The walls, the humidity levels, the AC, the air conditioning, it's very bad. So in Shoba, you don't have to handle with to deal with any of these things because you already know the quality. And we actually have proven the quality by the Experience Studio, where we actually showcase the materials that we use inside of the infrastructure of the buildings and the property itself. We don't have anything to hide. We don't just show you a sample apartment just to see the finishings. Of course not. Wherever you go, of course they will say, I have the best qualities, of course. But what do you actually have to show? We are the only developer who has the Experience Studio, by the way. We did our homework.
They are the only one in Dubai. You have the Experience Studio, nobody else.
Exactly. If you are so confident, by the saying, if you are so confident by it, then show me. There you go. We can actually show them, right? So quality is very important. And again, we were talking about how we rank number 2. In a span of only 10 years, actually we came to Dubai in 2003. But when we came as a contractor. But this journey of developments that we are witnessing right now only started 10 years ago. 11 per se, 2014, where we launched our first development here in Heartland 1, where we are actually standing right now. So in a span of 10 years only, we ranked number 2. So 100% we are doing something right, and nothing is impossible. I mean, yes, it is the dream to exceed like the big guys.
Yes.
Of course. But since we exceeded the always number 2 guys, I don't want to mention any names. Then right now nothing is impossible, and we are expanding. We are right now in Umm Al-Quwain with the government, with the sheikhs themselves, right? So nothing is impossible. It's only a matter of time.
That's beautiful, and that's why for me, if I see something that is good and quality, I would advise people to invest in it. And I was discussing with Shibab yesterday, and I want you to say a little bit about that. Now, people sometimes go for cheaper properties, and they want to go for something higher. Now, when it comes to selling that property in the market, like that unit you bought, the person who wants to buy checks something out. They either look at the quality, which has not depreciated in value, because when the quality of your unit depreciates, then you cannot sell it for a particular amount you tend to sell it for.
Exactly.
So I just want you to throw a little bit more light on that as well.
So basically, I always tell my clients, investors or end user, but in particular investors who's looking for ROI or to resell at the end, I always tell them that at the end of the day, my client's client is an end user. Like you just said, because where you have 2 properties and you have a person who has money and who would like to resonate in one of these properties, any of us actually, you would always go for something that has a better quality, even if the price is a little bit at the beginning, but you will see the actual appreciation and the value of what you just purchased. Because my guy, like your client, he will go to, let me say their names honestly, because yes, they will go to Azizi, for example. They will go there at the end. When 2 developments is ready, they will go there, because whenever you want to go and purchase something, you check your options first before finding what you want. So they will check that first, and probably it's slightly cheaper. But why is it cheap? There's a reason why it's cheap.
Thank you very much. I love that.
Simple as that.
I was trying to talk to a client about this same developer, but she wasn't really understanding. And I don't want her to feel that, I'm trying to sell myself. I'm trying to want her to buy from Shoba, but I understand where I'm coming from. Shoba and Azizi, I can't pull Shoba beside Azizi.
100%. You actually, yes, you cannot put us in the same sentence, but this is the scenario, because the investor or the client doesn't really understand. He's just checking his options. But at the end of the day, they will see them, but they will go for something that is better. And right now, Dubai government, DLD, their banks, Shoba actually is the only private developer who is permissible to take mortgage for, by the way, as a private developer. And I asked this from a mortgage broker. So basically, Dubai right now is making it very easy for end use to purchase something like when you are paying for it. Because when you pay something that is ready, is different from off-plan, you need to put everything 100% advanced, right? While in off-plan, you have the payment plan, like as installments. So for example, anyone who will go for Shoba, they will pay, for example, yes, 100% full in cash, but let's say they only have 80% or they only have 60%, for example. Banks will give them mortgage because they are purchasing from Shoba as well. The process, yes, they are purchasing from the first buyer, yes, but the process taking the mortgage will be very easy for them. And not only
They're buying from Shoba.
exactly, and even on the off plan as well. So let's say that your client just purchased something for the 60%, 60-40 for example, and then by the handover, they don't have the remaining 40%. Banks will give them because it's Shoba, because we are a reliable company. Yes, on the handover, of course. And right now, rates are dropping day by day, which is insane. I was hearing this podcast this morning. Banks are making it very attractive by dropping their interest rates, because it used to be 4 point something, but right now it's being decreased even more. So by that time, it will be even way less than this right now. Because they want to drive people over. They want to make the process easier, not harder.
Yes, can you say a little bit about that as well, in terms of mortgage? So when the property is ready, and I've paid my 60%,
Yes.
or 40%, depending on the agreement,
Yes.
in the SPA, how I can get a loan, like I can get a mortgage from the bank.
So basically, the process is before the completion of the project itself, by 3 months, you get to start applying for the mortgage, not before that. Only before the handover of 3 months. And the conditions are very easy. They need your bank statement of the last 3 months, and then you have an age limit if you are younger than 65 years old. If you live in Dubai, you are eligible for 80% mortgage. The bank will cover it for you. If you are a non-UAE resident, you are eligible for 60%, which last year it was 40%, but then they increased it for 60%. That's why we did the payment plan 40/60, which is still going on until
that was why you came by the mortgage, the payments plan.
Yes,
Oh.
yes, it's
So
still
due to the
going
mortgage.
on until the 31st May of this month.
But you stop it at some point and you brought it back up.
Yeah, but it's something that we do usually, just to hype the market up.
And increase the profitability as well.
Because people are very, when you do such a fuss about new projects, kind of people, they lean in towards this new project and they kind of forget about this one. So we make it easier even for investors to invest, and we'll be like, hey, listen, we have this promotion for you. Just like a reminder. So it will be even easier for them. Just to remember that we have that as well.
I'd like us to do a short video. I don't know where we can do it because it's quite crowded and noisy here. Just maybe a 1 minute video about overcoming.
1 minute is very long, I believe.
1 minute is long.
It's very long.
1 minute video.
It's very long. It should be
you sure?
max 45 seconds.
Okay, for five. No, editing is going to cut it down. Show you that.
Ah, okay. But it should be like when you upload it, it should be like 45 seconds.
5 seconds. Okay, I'll follow that advice. But where can we use that?
Well, what do you want? You'll be in the shot, not me, right?
No, both of us.
No, come on.
You're so beautiful. How can you
No,
take
no,
it
no,
off?
come on.
Yeah.
Come on. I don't have like full makeup on. My hair is messy. Come on.
Do you agree?
No, please. We need to drive businesses.
No, we're going to do more, but it's just like more like to just wet the ground just to let people know. And but this is not
Missy,
the
come
professional.
on.
I'm serious. You're beautiful this way. You're amazing. I've never caught you on fresh. I've never.
Stop
I don't even know you don't have makeup on right now.
Well,
You're still looking this beautiful.
stop it.
I'm serious.
Yeah, but camera has its own glam.
I know, but we're gonna do another one.
I can't say no to you.
You know you can't.
I
I think the
can't.
next one might be with sometimes in June, and I don't know maybe this month. But let's just do one now. Just so
But
that people
please
be
tell me
aware.
about the roadshow.
Yes.
It's in July.
Yes.
So what did he tell you? Did you apply for it yet?
Yes. So once I'm done with you, we're going to meet and talk about the whole process. It was in our office yesterday, so we spoke about it.
Okay.
And so we just plan and finish it all.
It will be 2 sales managers.
So,
Me and someone else from my team.
okay, perfect.
But it's a roadshow because we need to sit with him as well, so I can understand if it's a roadshow or if it's a business trip.
Okay. So once we're done with the video, I'll just contact them.
Trying to make you forget, but obviously you don't forget anything.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Let's once we're done with the coffee, we'll just